Hi friends, welcome to our Nourish journey and welcome to your mats. Today's theme is planting the seeds. So today it's a lot of grounding actions, and also we are focusing a bit more on our spine because I realized that a lot of us in this quarantine season, this lockdown season, we are mostly staying at home and we're not doing as much activity or movements as we usually do. So let's invite that movement, invite back that heat, that energy within us, and let's get started. Alrighty, my friends, let's start in an easy pose, in the seated pose, whether it's Sukhasana, it's Virasana, that's up to you. I would also like to invite you to prop your hips up so they're a bit higher than your knees so we can have more space and more lengthen in our spine. So when you're here, let's start to just ground in and center in. And try to just tune out all of the external noises, all of the things that's been going on in our lives, wherever we are. Come as you are. And let's take a deep inhale from our nose. Exhale, side out through our mouth. Nice. One more time, just like that. Eyes open or eyes closed, up to you. Inhale through your nose. Deep, deep, deep inhale. Take another sip of air. Exhale, side out. Good job. And now let's just do some shoulder rolls. Settling in here. Good. And then gently, let's close our eyes. Maybe your hands above your knees, above your laps, facing upwards or downwards, your choice. Find what feels good here. Let's close our eyes. Notice how you're breathing here. Start to look inwards, especially if this is a new practice for you. I got you. And notice the points of contact of our body to the ground, to our mats. So here we feel our sitting bones touching the ground, lifting us up. And maybe also the sides of our feet kind of pressing into our mat. And maybe if you're in Virasana or Hero's pose where you're kneeling down, you might feel the top of your feet also touching the ground. And just notice how the gravity pulls us down. Notice how maybe our breath starts to change. Maybe it slows down a bit. And from here, we're going to do a couple of breathing exercises. So let's inhale through our nose. Exhale, side out from the mouth. Good. Now inhale through our nose for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Exhale, let it all go from your mouth. Nice. Inhale again from your nose for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Pause. Exhale, side out, side out, side out from your mouth. Let it go. Good. Now we're going to seal our lips. And we're going to exhale also from our nose. So let's try this out. Inhale from your nose for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Exhale from your nose. Let's do that again. Inhale from your nose for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And hold. Now listen. Exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Now inhale again for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. And let's do that on your own for 2 more breaths. And feel free to change the pace of the counting if you'd like, if that's more comfortable for you. Find what works for you. We have many options here in yoga. See during your inhale if you can lift your spine up while also grounding your sit bones towards the ground. So it might seem confusing at first, but we are working on two opposite actions over here. And I promise you, the more you do it, the more you understand what I'm talking about. At the end of your last exhale, let's start to slowly open our eyes. Welcome back. And let's start to roll our shoulders again. Just creating small movements, maybe in our neck too. Swaying your head. Making circles with your head. And I'm going to face here so you can see me well. Oops, the side. So still in your seated position, let's inhale. Our arms up, stretch up. Good. Exhale. Bring it down. Inhale up. Exhale. Now clasp our fingers behind our backs. Good. And then pull it away, and your shoulders are working here. Nice. Inhale, release, arms up. Exhale, clasp it back. Inhale, pull it away. Exhale, release. One more time, just like that. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, down to the ground. Inhale, clasp your finger back. Good. Exhale, release. And now, once you release, let's start to move into all fours. So in all fours, let's see. Our wrists are under our shoulders and our knees are under our hips. And just once you get there in your tabletop position, we're going to do a couple rounds of cat-cow. So inhale, let's drop our belly for cow. Exhale to cat, round our belly. See if you can create that action as if someone's punching your belly button from the bottom. Good. Inhale, drop to cow. Exhale to cat. Couple more rounds just like that. Inhale to cow. And if you're like me, you're confused why this is called cat-cow. It helps if you think or imagine the shape of cats and cows. So I think with cats, it's more like a dome shape. So it's like this. And then for a cow, it's more like a curve or like a concave shape. Yeah. Okay, wherever you are, take one more round. And then on your last cow, come back to neutral spine. And just sway your hips side to side here. Again, noticing the points of contact between the parts of your body and the earth or your mat. So this time maybe it's the palms, your knees, and maybe also your toes. Feel how gravity wants to pull you down. Feel how you want to drop your belly, but create that action also to go against gravity, right? You're pushing yourself up so you don't just collapse down. Good. Now when you're satisfied with maybe your spine stretch here by swaying your hips side to side, let's start to hover in our tabletop. So we're going to lift our knees up. And to create that, let's go to cat first. So cat, you want to dome your back and then press through your toes so you lift your knees up. You want to lift your knees about 10 inches from the mat or 5 inches from the mat over here. 10 is too much. And then just hold here and let your core feel it. Good. While you're doing this, also create that action of lifting your shoulders away from your neck or from your ears. So you want to create space. Let's lower it down to 3 inches off the mat. Good. Lower it down to 1 inch off the mat. Don't let it touch. And now all the way down, exhale, release. Good job, you guys. Now let's go to downward facing dog. So in down dog, let's send our hips up and back. And slowly just make your way there. So here you are sort of in a restorative pose, but also a lot of muscles are being activated here. So from your arms, try to externally rotate your shoulders so your shoulders aren't facing your ears. So try to face it sideways. And then feel that action. It's okay if your heels doesn't exactly touch the ground here, but you want to create that action of just pushing your heels down towards the ground. So you feel your hamstrings and your calves just stretching. Good. Then you want to try to melt your chest towards the ground and just pedal your feet out here. Pedal, pedal, pedal. Again, not forgetting to feel the points of contact between our palms, the soles of our feet to the ground. Nice. And then from here, we're going to bend our knees, but still keeping our hips up. So bend our knees, we're on our tiptoes, bend our knees, and then resting your torso on top of your thighs. You push your hips up and back from your arms, creating that stretch, that lengthen in your spine. Good. And then exhale, bring your heels towards the ground. Nice. One more round here. Inhale. Exhale. Good. On your next inhale, like look forward and walk towards our hands. And just stay here for a bit. Let's do a forward fold. So feel free to bend your knees and feel free to open your your feet as wide as your hips if you want a little more space. I always like to do that in my first forward fold when I'm not very flexible yet or I'm just kind of stiff. So let's do that. Just rock side to side. Now let's inhale. Halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. So here you can put your hands on your shins, your hands on your thighs, or on the floor, up to you. We want to create a flat back in our spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Bring it up, 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 vertebrae by vertebrae. Reach your hands up. Tadasana. Good. Let's inhale all the way up. Arms reach up. Exhale, dive down to your forward fold. Good. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana, flat back. Nice. Exhale, fold back. Inhale, roll your way up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Arms up, reach up. Exhale, down to center. Good. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, down. Forward fold. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold back. Inhale, roll your spine up. Exhale, hands to your side. One more time, just like that. Inhale up. Exhale, down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, back to fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. For you to breathe and notice your breathing. And notice also how, right now we're in standing, And so the point of contact is our feet to the ground. So we're going to do 3 rounds of sun salutation here, and we're going to inhale all the way up, exhale down to fold, just like before. Inhale to halfway lift, exhale down. Inhale, plant your palms, step it back to plank. So now we're going to do chaturanga, which is a bit tricky, but let's shift your weight forward. An option to drop your knees here. Maybe if this is your first time, you want to do this first, to drop your knees and then shift your weight forward, and then roll our elbows towards the back. So we turn the crease of our arm facing forward, right? And then from your elbows, lower down, all the way down, and then up to up dog or maybe cobra. Exhale, send your hips up and back to downward facing dog. 3 breaths here, slow it down. On your next inhale, look forward, coil. Exhale, hop, step, jump to the top of your mat. Meet your hands. And then fold. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, roll your spine up. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center, Samasthiti. 2 more just like that. Let's pick up the pace. Inhale, up. Exhale, fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, back to fold. Plant your palms on the ground, step it back to plank. Option to lower your body here, or maybe not option to lower your knees here, or maybe not. If you want more challenge, lift your knees up, shift your weight forward, lower down halfway, chaturanga, and then up dog. So in up dog, you lift your thighs off the floor. In cobra, in cobra, you don't lift your thighs off the floor. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. In your next inhale, look forward, coil, hop, jump, step to the top of your mat. Good. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center, Samasthiti. 1 more time. Inhale up. Arms up, stretch up. Exhale, fold down to forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms on the ground, step it back to plank. Shift your weight forward for chaturanga, lower down halfway. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. On your next inhale, look forward, coil, hop, jump, step to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Arms stretch up. Hands to heart center, Samasthiti. And while we're here, let's try to catch our breath, maybe. And also notice how we can, although it's just a standing pose, how we can activate our body from the soles of our feet to our shoulders, to our neck. And to do that, let's start to bring our hands by your sides. And what I like to do is I like to kind of lift the toes towards my body. So I feel the soles of my feet and also the heels of my feet pressing towards the ground. And just also noticing how I want to press towards the ground and the ground pressing up towards me. And so slowly when I do that, I lift up also my kneecaps, and then my thighs are activated, my glutes points down, my pelvis turns inwards, right? And then you just roll your shoulder back and look forward. So that's how you stand. And slowly you can gently place your toes back down. Here we're going to do tree pose. So in tree pose, just like before in Tadasana, we are going to put pressure or ground through our left foot is probably the better way to say it. So lift our left toes up towards our face, and then you feel the soles, the inner and outer soles, and the inner and outer heel, so that 4 points pressing towards the mat. And then you lift your right leg up. And then we are not grabbing our ankles yet, just lift it up here. It's our lower core working to lift that leg up. And then now we can grab our right ankle and press it against our left leg or our left thigh. So you can press it here against your left thigh, you can press it here against your left calf, so you can also do it here in your ankle, up to you. I'm going to press it against my left thigh. So here notice that although my right leg is pressing, or my right foot is pressing against my left thigh is also pressing against my right foot. So still holding that movement or that action of opposing each other, canceling each other out to balance ourselves. And we're just going to place our hands by our sides here. When you feel stable enough, maybe bring your hands to heart center, or maybe grow your thigh. Lift your hands up. Good. And if you fall, don't worry, come back up again. Not a big deal. And just breathe here. And it helps if you're focusing on one point that's not moving, just to help to keep your balance. One more breath here. Inhale, can you lengthen up? Try to grow your thigh as you also ground down. Yes, we're creating that opposing action once again. Exhale, slowly with control, release. Our left side now. Ground through your right foot. Again, your inner and outer soles of your right foot, your inner and outer heels of your right foot. Lift your left leg up. Okay, just hold it there. And then grab your left ankle with your left hand and press it against your left thigh, or sorry, your right thigh, your right calves, or your right ankles. I'm going to put it here. Again, create that opposing action. Thigh pressing to soles, soles of feet pressing to thighs. Good. Once you're stable here, you can do anything fancy you want with your hands. So I'm going to put it here, or maybe grow your thigh again. The key here is to also turn your lower ribcage in, aka activating your core, because it holds everything upright. You want to put power through that too. Good. Inhale one more time, lengthen up, grow your thigh. Exhale, hands to side, release with control. Good. And from here, let's step into wide stance. So what I like to do here is stretch my arms outwards and then see if my wrists are approximately above our ankles. Our tendency here is to kind of be shy and not stretch as much or open our legs as much, but here, open it up. Good. Let's start with our left side. So my left leg will point left. My right leg slightly turns in, or my right foot points inwards towards the left slightly, right? And again, when I turn that right foot in, my hips kind of follows my toes, so I want to kind of open it back again towards the center. Stretch your arms outwards, and this might feel a bit awkward on your ankles, don't worry. Again, from here, still pressing down to that 4 corners of your feet. And then push your right hips towards the right. Stretch your left hand towards the left. Bring it down in front of your calves. Lift your right hand up for Trikonasana, triangle pose. Good. So here, press through the 4 corners of your foot as if you're gas pedaling, or as if you're pressing on a gas pedal. Good. Inhale, bring it back up, up, way up to reverse triangle. So you feel your left side body stretching up here. Left hand up overhead. Exhale, bring it back down to triangle. Good. Inhale, back up. You might feel a bit wobbly here, do not worry. Exhale down to triangle. Inhale up. Exhale down one more time. Inhale up. Now on your exhale, bring it back to center. And let's turn our right foot inwards, more inwards. So here you're going to kind of place your foot into train tracks for Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. So again, still rooting through the back heel. I know our back heels wants to lift up like that, but we're going to root through it. Okay? So let's bend our left knee, and then lift our arms up, stretch up. Virabhadrasana 1. And this might be weird again if your ankles are kind of stiff and you're not used to this pose. Don't worry. That's why we're practicing here. Notice how we want to lift up and our ribs just want to flare forward. We're going to oppose that action again with our core, our navel drawing inwards. On your next exhale, let's bring it back down, straighten our left leg, and then kind of bring our right foot a bit forward. We're going to do pyramid pose, and let's keep our hips squared forward towards our left leg, and start to bring your hands to your waist and lean forward, forward, forward. And maybe you're here, maybe you're also with your blocks. Blocks are helpful. And just go over your left leg. Remember your back leg is still pressed into the ground. Don't lift your back heel up. Deep, deep stretch in your left hamstrings and your left calves. Again, feeling those points of contact between the part of your body and the earth. And appreciate how our body can uphold us up. On your next inhale, let's look forward, bring our hands back to our waist, and bring ourselves back up. Good. Then let's face forward or to the long edge of our mat. Now with our toes are pointing forward, and we're going to bring our hands to our hips for a wide-legged fold. So you can bend your knees slightly here, and let's fold forward. Good. Again, bring your hands down. And then maybe if it's comfortable for you, bring your hands between your foot. And we're going to twist here. So let's bring our left hand a bit forward, maybe about under our nose, and bring our right hand towards our left leg. It can be in our outer left ankle. It can also be in our outer left calf, wherever you are. Let's twist. So now you want to feel it in the spine. And if you need more space, feel free to roll your hands or your left hand a bit forward. And twist. Maybe a slight bend in your knees would help. Let's release, bring our left hand back to center, right hand goes forward. Switch side, left hand goes to the outer right leg, either on the outside of the ankles, outside of the calves. So we want to stretch our spine here. And release. Bring your hands back underneath your shoulders. Slight bend your knees and bring your hands to your waist. And lift your body all the way up. Let's switch side to the right side. Point our right toes towards the right. Left toes in slightly, just like before. Now here we're still in one train track, so the arc of our left foot is in line with the heels of our right foot. Stretch our arms out. Press through the four corners of your feet again. Bring your left hips towards the left. Reach towards the right. Bring your right hand down, left arm up. Trikonasana, triangle pose. Ground here, and we'll do a couple of rounds of reverse triangle too, just like before. Inhale up, all the way up. Right arms overhead, right body stretch, or side body stretch over here. Reverse triangle. Exhale, reach towards the right, bring right arm down, left arm up, triangle. Inhale up, reverse triangle. Exhale, back down. Inhale up. Exhale, back down. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale, back down. Inhale up to center. Now let's bring our left leg to the front. So there's two train tracks over here, just like before. We want to do warrior one. So our left leg, or our left foot, goes in even more. So about a 70 to 80 degree angle towards the right, our toes pointing to the right. Right toe still pointing towards the right or forward now, since we want to square our hips towards the left or the right side of our body. Let's bend our right knee. Still grounding through both foot or both feet. Inhale, lift up. Stretch our arms. Again, we want to flare our ribs here, I know. Let's suck that navel in. Good. Lower rib cage turns in. And maybe one side of your leg or of your ankles might feel a bit more comfortable or a bit more challenging. That's fine. Our body aren't completely symmetrical. And the more you do this, the more you get to know your body. And once you're there, on your next exhale, let's release our arms, straighten our right leg, and let's bring our left leg a bit forward towards our right leg. Pyramid pose, hands towards your hips. Let's also square our hips, check in with our hips, keep on checking in. Exhale, lean forward, 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 and then fold. Maybe bring your blocks over here to fold over our right leg. Feeling the stretch in our right hamstrings, our right calves. And just noticing which parts of your body feels a bit tense, a bit stiff. What can you work on during this journey? It's just day one. Taking your time here. When you're ready, let's bend our knees. And then let's bring our hands to our hips and roll up to center. Good. From here, let's bring our toes or our feet back to Tadasana. Inhale again, reach up. Exhale. Maybe we want to kind of open our knees or our legs wider now, because we're going to exhale, sit deep, 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 down, 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 down to a low squat or malasana. So here you want to bring your hands to heart center, but we're bringing here because we want to use our elbows to open up our knees. And then we stay here. And you also here, Same thing, we press our elbows to our knees, knees to our elbows. Malasana, yogi squat. And it's okay again if your heels doesn't touch the floor, that's not the point. The point here is to create that action again, to open our hips and to create length in our spine. So instead of hunching down like this, you want to lift up your spine. From here, let's come back to seated. Let's come down to sit, but we're not actually going to sit here. You're going to love this. So let's grab the fleshy part out of the way. So our sit bones actually is on the ground. You feel it rooting through the ground. And then bring our heels or our toes closer to our glutes. And lift our heels up. You'll feel that you're just at that tipping point. So you're not super leaning backwards here. You're lengthening your spine upwards, okay? And then from here, now first let's grab the your hamstrings from underneath your knees. And then maybe you lift up one leg. Maybe the other leg. Good. Wherever you are, keep that length in your spine. The trick is to connect to your center to lift everything up right. Good. And if you're here, fine. Maybe you lift your hands off your legs and just reaching forward. Good. Flex or point your toes, up to you. Maybe you straighten your legs. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release. Let's lie back all the way down. Okay. Once you're down, let's hug our knees closer to our chest and rock side to side. And we want to do supine twist over here. So let's still bending our knees close to our chest. Bump our hips to the right. And up to you if you want to cactus your arms or if you have a lot of space, you can straighten your arms outwards. And then slowly drop your knees to the left. Gaze to your right side. Good. And just slow down here. The hard part's over. Just need to relax and let the twist do its work. Now, supine twist can seem very simple, but it's actually really good for your low back. And then slowly, let's gently bring ourselves back to center. Bend our knees, bump our hips to the left, shimmy shimmy it. And then drop our knees gently to the right. From here, slowly again, bring it back to center. Let's windshield wiper knees side to side. Maybe hands on top of your hips or on top of your belly. And then as we slowly straighten our legs, make our way down for Shavasana, our final resting pose, or corpse pose. Maybe hands by your sides, facing upwards or downwards. Just letting your heels, your foot rest, splayed out. Feeling your chest melting to the ground. And now feeling the points of contact, which is mainly our back. pressing down to the earth, but also feeling the support from the earth. Go ahead and close your eyes. Great job, everyone, today. Great job today, everyone. Relax your jaws, your fingertips, your toes, your eyebrows, nose, your jaws, cheekbones maybe. Relax your neck, your shoulders, your chest, your belly, your hips, your thighs, your knees, calves, ankles, wrists. And appreciate the moment of stillness. And then feel free to stay here as long as you want, or you can follow me as we awaken our bodies again, tingling our toes, fingertips, inviting movement to our wrists and ankles, and reaching our hands up overhead, reaching our legs down, and palms to heart center, bringing my thumb to my third eye. Thank you all for joining me in our day 1 practice. I am very honored that you're here, humbled to be your guide. I hope you enjoyed today's practice, and I'll see you again tomorrow for another exciting practice. I hope you have a good day and the rest of your evening. Namaste.